Hello everyone, That Manga Kid here to do my review of On or Off. This is by A1, released by Tokyo Pop in these nice oversized, like Viz signature size releases, full color. This was it's a Korean series, originally a webcomic. Now, I'm going to preface this with, this story is not done. There is apparently going to be a 5th volume, maybe more than that, I don't know. I am considering this story done, because apart from one line in the final couple pages of volume 4, this is a wrapped up story to me. I don't need to read anymore. I got everything I needed out of this. Great. Also, I know I haven't been paying much attention, but I swear that this was supposed to be a 4-volume release. I don't know where I saw that. I don't know why I thought that. I was totally convinced that the 4th volume said final volume on it until I finished it, and then I was like, well, that doesn't seem like it ended, based on this one weird thing that makes it seem like, well, it also says at the end to be continued in volume 5. And I went, I swear this volume said final volume, but it doesn't. So I'm living in an alternate universe where when I bought volume 4, it said final volume on it, and now that's disappeared. So I'm losing my mind, and I understand that. However, like I said, the story wrapped up. And apart from one single sentence in a speech bubble on like the second last page, this is wrapped up. So if I just like completely ignore that little speech bubble, this is done. Hence why I'm doing a review on it now, because I will not be buying any more of it, and I will not be reading anymore, but I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on this story as a whole. I believe I did a first impressions of the 1st volume when it came out originally, but I wanted to kind of wrap up my thoughts on this. So this series I had heard about a long time ago. I had seen this picture of the 1st volume online, and I was like, ooh, love that artwork. I would love that. I cannot be bothered to read webcomics. I don't like reading them. I don't like reading online. I read so I can get away from a screen. I don't want to read on a screen. So I never read it. And then when I saw the 1st volume, I was like, oh, that's that thing that I wanted to read years ago and never did because it was a webcomic. And so I picked it up. I love workplace romance. Absolutely love those types of stories. And even better, they're gay. So this story follows our young 20-something, he's like 22 or whatever, he's a college student. And he and his friends have have a game project that they've been working on that they go and pitch to this big corporation, because the corporation, I guess, was looking for a new game design team or something. I don't remember the specifics, but anyway, they pitched their game to this big corporation. They end up being the successful group, and so they start working with this corporation. All of this in conjunction with our main character meeting the boss of the place, of the company that they're now working for, and sleeping with him pretty much immediately. And to his understanding, that's the reason they got the job. And so begins this awkward workplace relationship of the boss, who is a straight man, and our young gay fellow here who is smitten with him, kind of going back and forth on a will they, won't they hook up again, and what are the feelings surrounding that, and what are their feelings towards each other, and also they're in a professional relationship at work, and how is that going to bode for them. And I love it. It's excellent. It's uncensored. So if you like really, really uncensored sexual scenes, this is for you. It's full color. It is funny and witty and charming, and just, it's a lot of fun to read. I love all the characters. I love his friends. They're all like dorky girls who are just really not interested in the workplace politics, not interested in anything other than just eating food and sitting in their dark little office room working on their game. And so, yeah, it's, and he's this like charming, hot guy who doesn't realize how charming and hot he is. And he's just wooing this boss man who believed himself to be straight, and then he meets this little dude who he just can't stop thinking about. And it's so funny, and it's so charming, and it's really, really fun to read. And so I do highly recommend this. And like, you can read past volume 4. That's your prerogative. I just decided that the way that this wraps up, I'm done with it. I like the way that this ends. And my sister has read the webcomic well before the physical release. And she has actually read past where volume 4 ends. And she said to me too, she's like, you might as well just stop there. Like, there's no, if you don't, she's like, you're not missing anything by stopping at that point. So yeah, I don't feel like I need to read anymore, because I will certainly reread this, because this is like, it was so funny. I was laughing out loud several times. But and it's a very good boys' love story. I really enjoy it, and obviously they're adults, which is a bonus. Yeah, like it just, I love workplace comedy romance, and this fits everything I needed it to. I typically don't love full color stuff, because I prefer the way that art looks when it's in black and white. I really enjoy that, but this one, I didn't feel like it took me out of the story that this was in full color, because sometimes that's how I feel. But yeah, like, it's kind of a nice, it's like kind of muted tones, which I find really nice. Not that there isn't some non-muted tones, but there's a lot of really it's not very over the top with the color so much. This does have, like, it's got some nice, like, brighter, almost pastel-y sort of colors happening, but not like, I don't know, I didn't find it to be overbearing as I do with some different works that are in full color. But yeah, the uncensored aspect of it is quite appreciated as well, because it really takes you out of a story when all of a sudden you're like, well, there's a blurry thing. We all know what the blurry thing is, but of course it's blurry, or it's got a weird line through it or whatever. Like, I appreciate that it's uncensored. I did find it odd that these were not wrapped, though, plastic wrapped. You could just go into the store and they were just there for you to flip through, which I found to be quite interesting and funny. But yeah, anyway, this is a very good series. If you like workplace romance, by all means pick this up, because it's excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. It was definitely a lot of fun, and I will certainly reread it, because yeah, it's good. And these are nice quality volumes too. They're very heavy. It's like photo paper, full color. Everything on the cover, it's all embossed and nice, glossy and matte mixture. But yeah, no, they're great, and they look really nice together on the shelf, because they're all kind of uniform, standard looking, but the nice colors, color difference between the volumes. But yeah, on or off, definitely recommend it. If you've read it, love to hear your thoughts on it. If you have anything similar you'd like to recommend, by all means, would really appreciate it. But yeah, thanks for watching.